air inside was stale, and the smell of decay hit her like a wave. Hesitant but driven by a morbid curiosity, she stepped inside. The passage led to a small, hidden room, the walls lined with old, yellowed wallpaper peeling at the edges. In the center of the room was a bed, and lying on it was a shape covered by a tattered, moth-eaten blanket. Emily's heart pounded in her chest. As she approached the bed with trembling hands, she pulled back the blanket and screamed. Lying there was a skeleton, its hollow eye socket staring up at her. Clutched in its bony fingers was a diary, its cover cracked and worn. Emily snatched up the diary and fled the attic, her mind racing. She ran downstairs and frantically began reading through the brittle pages. The diary belonged to a man named Henry, who had once lived in the house. He wrote about how he had fallen in love with a woman who lived there but was rejected by her. Desperate and heartbroken, he had hidden himself away in the attic, slowly starving to death as he watched her live her life below. Never knowing he was there, the final entry was a chilling confession. I will wait for her here, in the dark, until she joins me. She will be mine, in this life or the next. As Emily finished reading, the whispering started again, louder than ever. The footsteps returned, now descending from the attic. She realized with growing horror that Henry had never truly left. The man in the attic was still there. And now he had found her. From that night on, Emily was never alone in the house. She could feel Henry's presence, always watching, always waiting. No matter where she went, she could hear the soft creak of footsteps behind her. And the whispering in her ear grew louder and more insistent, echoing in her mind until she could no longer tell what was real and what was not. And then, one day, she simply vanished, leaving behind nothing but the old diary and an attic door slightly ajar, with a faint whisper of Henry's voice echoing through the house, waiting for the next occupant to discover his secret. Follow for more.